bajillion interfaces. All languages have their problem. I haven't played with Java in a long time. Is Java still? Last I played with Java was like right after Kotlin came out. Um, so I guess it was like what 2017. Is everybody still using Spring Boot? I remember that was a big thing in the Java space when I was a Java engineer. And thank you also, by the way, for watching the YouTube video. I'm this channel that I'm building is going to be pretty niche, uh, but I think the stuff that we can come to expect from this creation of Obsidian and PKM in action is going to be relatively novel. But I would love to hear kind of like what you're interested in and what people are interested in, because I'm basically just going to try and build the coolest PKM thing that I can on stream and also just dive into just random fun topics. So if there's anything that, interests and intrigues you, please do let me know, because I'm looking for uh any good kind of direction. Anyway, so yeah, so this write to QGent collection just checks if the collection exists. It runs this create embeddings, which runs the OpenAI embeddings on the file names, and then we map each of these points. We turn them into QGent formatted points. This is where I just left off before Docker just blew up. So I'm gonna restart the Docker. Oh, Java's grown on me a lot. Spring is definitely a major player, but I'm convincing my employer to unspringify some projects. Java can be incredibly performant if you let it. I actually use a bit of Clojure for my ML work. That's awesome, man. Yeah, I think that I've heard a lot of really good stuff about Clojure for sure. Clojure, seems to be in a lot of ways the spiritual successor to Haskell. Clojure's the curried one, right? Or is that Scala? Is it Scala or Clojure? I think they both kind of have functional programming, right? Don't they? You can do functional programming with Clojure, right? Spring is definitely, yeah. Clojure is like a Lisp like Lang. Yeah. That's awesome, and I'm super glad to hear that like Clojure is that Lisp and Haskell and functional programming languages have made their rounds, because they definitely I don't know, I'm conflicted. Like, what do you feel about, like, I feel like when I write in functional programming languages, I am more one with the machine in like a Zen way. But I think that like I also have the very real reality in the back of my head that like I don't know if anyone else is going to be able to read this, right? Like, like functional programming it's been niche for decades, right? But it's always been around. It's like always in the shadow of object oriented. And I know Dennis Ritchie is out there somewhere, just talking about OOP and stuff like that. But it's funny to imagine, like, especially now that we're going into like more ML. Like, as you can see here, I have Copilot installed on this machine, so everything that I have writing code can also add these suggestions. Um, so it's like you can technically write quote unquote in any language better than you could before these ML tools existed. So I want to know why no daemon. Maybe I want no daemon just to work in a specific directory, because nodemon keeps doing stuff that I just can't predict.